Welcome back. Let's do question 1.2. It says calculate the values of x and y if x is the sum of 2 and y, and then 5 times the product of x and y is 6 more than the square of x. So we have to start by creating two equations from these 2 points here. It says x is the sum of 2 and y. So it means x is equal to 2 plus y. Let's call this equation 1. 5 times the product of x and y, which is what? Which is 5xy, is 6 more than the square of x. So it means this must be equal to x squared plus 6, isn't it? And then this becomes our equation 2. And then we have to solve simultaneously for x and y. We can use equation 1 because x is already isolated. So where there's x here in this, we are going to put what? Our 2 plus y. Even here, we're going to put 2 plus y, okay? If you want, you can isolate y and then solve for x. But let's start by using this equation as it is. Where there's x, we're going to put 2 plus y. Okay, let's do that. Then I'll show you the other method after that. So it becomes 5, and then we have 2 plus y, and then y. You see that this y here is equal to 2 plus y squared plus 6. Okay, and then we can bring this y this side so that we can multiply by 5y once, so that we can distribute 5y once. So if you say 5y and then 2 plus y is equal to, let's expand this. You can use your FOIL. This means 2 plus y times 2 plus y, and then you can use your FOIL. 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times y is 2y, then y times 2 is 2y, then y times y is y squared. And then you're going to get 4 plus 4y plus y squared. But if you want, you can just say square this, you get your 4. And then say 2 times 2 times y, you get positive 4y. And then you square the y, becomes y squared like that, okay? Then plus 6. Right, we need to get our standard form here. Let's expand this one. So it's going to be 10y plus 5y squared is equal to 4 plus this 6 will give us 10. So it means we have y squared plus 4y plus 10. Right, let's get our standard form. We can bring y squared this side, transpose. 5y squared minus y squared is 4y squared. Right, and then 10y minus 4y, that is plus 6y. We bring 10 to the left hand side, becomes minus 10 is equal to 0. That's our standard form. We can then divide everything by 2 because 2 is the highest common factor. Divide everything by 2. You get your 2y squared plus 3y, then minus 5 is equal to 0. So if you want here, you can use your quadratic formula. Some people find using the quadratic formula what easier, but we can factorize. Let me show you this method. You multiply 2y squared with negative 5, then we get what? We get negative 10y squared. Then we look for the factors of negative 10y squared that can give us 3y, and then those factors should be positive 5y and negative 2y. If you multiply positive 5y and negative 2y, you get negative 10y squared. And then if we add them, we get positive 3y. So we can replace 3y with these two. But remember, said you can use the quadratic formula if it's faster for you, right? And then say 2y squared, and then minus 2y plus 5y minus 5 is equal to 0. Then we can factorize by grouping in pairs. The first one, first pair, we can factor out 2y. It's going to be 2y outside the bracket, and then get y minus 1. Then factor out 5 here, positive 5, and then get y minus 1 is equal to 0. Then we have our bracket y minus 1 times 2y plus 5 is equal to 0, right? And then from here we can then find what our y is. Let me erase this side. So it means from here, y is equal to 1 or y is equal to negative 5 over 2. Then using equation 1, we can find what x is. If y is equal to 1, then what is x? Let's use this equation to say x is equal to 2 plus 1. So it means x should be equal to 3. And then if y is equal to negative 5 over 2, what would be x? Where there's y, put negative 5 over 2. So x is equal to 2 minus 5 over 2. Then get x is equal to negative 1 over 2. Okay, so that's what we can do. The other one will be to isolate y. You can isolate y and then solve your equation. Let's try to do that. We can bring 2 this side, becomes x minus 2. So y is equal to x minus 2. And we can write it like this and say y is equal to x minus 2. And then where there's y, you put x minus 2. So you're going to put x minus 2 there. So it becomes 5x, and then x minus 2 like this is equal to x squared plus 6. Then remove the bracket, becomes 5x squared minus 10x is equal to x squared plus 6. Right, we can bring x squared this side, becomes 4x squared minus 10x minus 6 is equal to 0. Right, you can divide everything by 2. You get 2x squared minus 5x minus 3 is equal to 0. Right, you can use the quadratic formula here or do the factorization. I will use factorization so that maybe you can practice factorization, but in the exam, you can use the quadratic formula and get your answers. Right, so we say 2x squared times negative 3, that is negative 6x squared. Then we look for the factors of negative 6x squared that can give us negative 5x. That should be negative 6x and positive 1x, like that. Okay, so we can replace negative 5x with these two. So it becomes 2x squared, then minus 6x, then plus x minus 3 is equal to 0. We're just replacing this with these two, negative 6x plus x. Then factorize by grouping in pairs, 2x outside, then x minus 3, and then factor out positive 1, so that we have a common bracket, and then get x minus 3, like that. And then we have x minus 3, and then 2x plus 1, 2x plus 1, like that, is equal to 0, meaning that x is equal to 3 or x is equal to negative 1 over 2. Remember, we got these values for x. Now, we're finding y. So where there's x, you put 3. So if x is equal to 3, it means y is going to be 3 minus 2. Then what is 3 minus 2? Y is equal to 1. And then if x is equal to negative 1 over 2, then y is going to be negative 1 over 2 minus 2. Then you get y is equal to negative 5 over 2. You get the same thing.